Not too bad, not too bad. Right, yo, now, so check out one of our hardware store right here. Yeah. So the one that's in front of us, even as the one you can see just on the left-hand side here. So they're both red cedars, or America. Alright, so now with these ones right here, if you want to get boomerangs, club swords, or shields, get it from the butcher shop. But say when carving that out of here, we've got to make sure we're not going a little bit too deep within the butcher shred itself, because that damages part of the tree, and see that part right here would not be able to grow. So you know, this is why when you're carving it out, it's just a certain you could say certain piece that we take on out. Yeah, just so future generations come along right here and they carve out their items too. Yeah, so with a lot of these tools here, also traded with other tribes. Say with the people at the Autumn Land, see, we give them the didgeridoo, sorry. We give them the boomerangs, they give us the didgeridoo. Yeah, yeah. So this one right here, as we all may know, used for hunting out in the open areas. If these ones here weren't used for hunting, you grab two of them together and use it as instruments. Alright. Or if not, this here can also be used as a digging tool, especially when looking for yams within the ground. Right? So really useful this one right here. And that if you ever do come across like a club boomerang, the X and the Y, that's for the two big birds, emu and cassowaries. With these ones right here, we use to glide amongst the ground, right? So when it hits the leg, it snaps out. Yeah. All right. Does anybody know what we call a boomerang in the rainforest? No. Oh, we just call them sticks. Yeah. Throw 'em, you won't come back at me. Yeah. Have a look at these ones right here. Yeah. Check them out. See, a lot of your return boomerangs do have a bit of a curved edge towards them. The ones that we have at home is a lot more heavier than these tools. And that they're not too bad, not too bad. And when you throw your boomerang, just make sure you always keep an eye on it if it's coming straight back towards you. Just because then if you ever lose focus or track on where they're going, recommendation, turn around, dive through the ground, eh? Yeah. Yeah, speaking from experience. Yeah. Now, with your club sword, so does anybody know how this one here would be used? Yeah? I don't have a fair idea.
You don't just swing it like a sword?
Yeah, probably swing it like a sword, yeah. Yeah. Well, so the idea for this one right here is just to break the bones of your enemies. Right? And then, so you would have your shields, and your shields were the one to protect you from incoming spears. So then, after you'd run on in, with this here, you'd have to swing it all the way around. Right? And then, once you hit your enemies, yeah, pretty fatal, this one here. Yeah. And well, this one here is also a bit of a punishment towards us men. I'd say if for those who would commit a really great crime, they would use the side right here to take away the collarbones. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So one would be a sign of warning, final, and that's if you broken a certain law around here. Kept continuing with it. But if he were to take a bit of a lifer from his elders, well, that's where take away two of the here, and banish away. He would be banished away from the land. So with him, sadly, his chances of survival would be pretty low. Yeah. Yeah, so pretty crazy back in the days. Yeah, so have a look at these ones right here. Yeah. Oh. Yes.
Are both of these instruments used for that travel and different instruments?
But thank you for offering.
Or, well, I don't know, I forget its name. Boomerangs used from different types of wood and bushes.
Yeah, so with these ones right here, so one of the four trees that we have around here to collect club swords and shields. So red cedar, you got the pencil cedar, candlenut tree, the silky oak wood. Yeah. So they're the main ones that we go and collect. But sometimes with the shields, you know, you'd have to plug in a little bit of the handle part in there. So junjugara is like a type of glue that we collect from the sap of the tree. What the old people use is to, you know, put them two together, keep it nice and firm. Yeah. Oh yeah, so it's those main tools. I think ironwood is the one that the add in the desert countries, where you got the termites. They sort of eat from the inside. When we go over tap to see how hollow it is, that's when you cut it from the bottom, even up on top. Right, and see, we didn't have sandpapers, right? So we had a lot of this here granite rocks where it's a little bit rough on the surface. So we sort of use that to, you could say, shave a lot of the skin from the bark of the trees. Yeah. So the old tools, found in one of my great grandfather's sheds, is not the most good looking ones, like even with these ones here that we have today. But I'd say it's some of them are a lot more heavy, especially with the boomerangs, and see the club sword right there. When I try to lift it up, because from the club sword it's all the way up towards my face, so grabbing that I almost have to use two hands, and yeah, I was like, I need to go to the gym. Yeah, surprise it kills. Yeah, so they're the ones here that we end up getting. We had any good questions about any of that? Like items, okay, now. Okay. So that stump there with that hole in this inside. Now, if you ever get lost here in the rainforest and you need a way to communicate towards one another, and grab a piece of rock from right here on the side of the butcher's root, and then just put a little bit of a bang on here, yeah? Bang as hard as you can. Sound can travel about 2 kilometers within the rainforest, yeah? So, certain taps and rhythm is like a way of Morse codes, yeah? So, maybe if I'm trying to let the boys know which direction I might be heading off to, right? So you do about 3 taps, do a little bit of a pause, you do 4, but you make it, you speed it up a little bit. So say like for an example, little pause. And then go as a way to like finish it off. So it's like sending a text message. Oh yeah. Alright. Maybe if we are in danger. Help. Yeah. So this one here really is pretty handy when walking around here in the rainforest, because sometimes it can get a little bit tricky around here, especially when traveling around. So that's why we have our old hunting trails that we follow by. Yeah. So thank you. Yes, sir. Yeah. So it's always important. Yeah. If these guys ever get lost, well, you know how to communicate to me. Yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you. All right. Oh, too easy. Now, sometimes I do get a bit of a question. I see little vines here that are around the tree. Gives it like a little bit of a rainforest vibe, yeah? Yeah, but see, if you follow the vines and you have a look all the way up on top, you'll find like a bit of a fern up on top, yeah? Basket fern. They're not a bit of a parasite around here. So it's like a symbiotic relationship that they have with the tree. So maybe if the fern is lacking in nutrients, the tree can help sum that up. Maybe the tree needs a little bit more water. I guess, yeah, the tree can help out. So, good little relationship. Yeah, not too bad. There's ones up there. But you gotta be a bit careful too, especially when walking around. Sometimes there's tree green snakes chill up there. And if they're trying to climb onto other little tree branches and snaps, they intend to fall on you as you're walking along. Yeah. Tree kangaroos can also be found up there, and where the birds are singing up on top. Sometimes I like a bit of a nest up there